Much.
Our main story this morning, the Royal Navy warship HMS Westminster will sail into the waters around Gibraltar this morning at a time of increased tension over the territory between Britain and Spain.
The Spanish authorities are angry about the creation of an artificial reef, which they say restricts their fishing and have increased border checks in protest. The Ministry of Defence says the ship is on a long-planned routine exercise. Well, Tom Burridge is in Gibraltar for us this morning. Tom, a routine event, but more significant at this moment.
I think so, Susanna, and more poignant, I think. It's a sensitive moment, but of course the Royal Navy tell us, the Ministry of Defence keep on emphasising that this is a pre-planned exercise, a deployment which has been long in the planning. HMS Westminster and two other Royal Navy vessels will sail into Gibraltar this morning, and it's important to note the port which some of the vessels, Royal Navy vessels, as part of that flotilla went to before is in the Spanish area of Andalusia, just over the border from here in Gibraltar. So a difficult moment for British and Spanish relations, though, amid the continuing row over Gibraltar, this British territory right neighbouring the southern tip of Spain. And of course, those checks we saw firsthand that they're continuing at the border, rigorous checks for people crossing from Gibraltar to Spain or vice versa. And the row between David Cameron and his counterpart, publicly at least, seems to continue. David Cameron saying that those checks are politically motivated and excessive.
Yeah, and Tom, what efforts are being made to calm these tensions down?
Well, every moment that we go across the border and we think it seems to be calming down, that the checks seem to be lowering, we then go back to the border and see the opposite. And we saw that last night. Meticulous checks. They were. Every car was being checked, the documents of people's boots being checked. Now, Spain says those checks are legitimate because of the issue of tobacco smuggling, but that's an argument rejected by the government here in Gibraltar. And yesterday we saw Spanish fishing boats going out onto these waters yesterday for a protest, protesting against an artificial concrete reef which the government of Gibraltar put into the waters. That was a catalyst, if you like, for this recent dispute. The fishermen say it restricts their rights to fish here. But Gibraltar says these waters are clearly British and Gibraltarian, and that's why they put the reef there.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Back with you throughout the morning. Tom Burridge reporting from Gibraltar.